So I have been really struggling lately, and I just wanted to kind of talk about it and also share some things with anybody out there who may be having the same struggles and wanting to achieve the same types of things as I am. I've been wanting to share makeup looks, and my whole deal is like makeup for mortals. So I want to share things on like really realistic types of looks and methods and products and things that literally anybody could pick up at the store and go home and press play on a video of mine and do themselves. Like, no super edited, no, hold on, my sisters are messaging me like crazy. I'm just gonna try to get rid of that. But like, no hyper editing, no sped up BS, like none of that. Like, just literally like press it and get the look from like all the way. I did one of those, and it was like an hour, a little over an hour long. It was a really intense look though. Something like that I'll probably end up doing, like chopping up and doing different pieces of the look at different times. But I just got really discouraged, and because of that I haven't done anything since. I stopped writing, I stopped photographing, I stopped really doing my makeup in any way that I enjoy and want to do. And obviously my wife noticed this, and she asked me, we went out to take some pictures the other day and we took two, and I said, forget it. I don't want to do this. I'm not happy with the way that I look right now. I'm not happy with what I feel like I had to offer, and maybe I don't have it anymore, or maybe I never had it. And she just got real with me, which is something that I really needed, and said, your whole deal is makeup for mortals. Like, your whole deal is doing something for the everyday person. You're a person. Why don't you just share that and show people, like, to be really real, and show people what that looks like. And also maybe show people what it looks like when you don't feel like doing your makeup, you don't feel good about yourself, but you want to do something to make yourself feel good. Why don't you do that? And I said, well, yeah, that makes sense. And she's all like, she said a million other things, but she's just right, as she normally is. And so, yeah. So I guess today I've been sitting around the house. I haven't left the house all weekend. And for the first, like, all day yesterday, that was great. I didn't want to leave the house. I didn't need to leave the house. Like, I needed some time to just like be chill. And then today I was okay the first little bit, and I thought, I really need to get out. Really need to, for my own mental health. I need to leave the house at least once this weekend. So I thought, okay, I'm just gonna throw on a really quick makeup look and get out the door. So I decided to put a mirror, hello, in front of my open window, and not mess with like the professional lighting and like the whole camera setup. Like, I'm literally have my phone on a laundry basket and propped up with a shoebox right now. But yeah, so I'm gonna show you the pretty bare bones of if I'm depressed and I need to do my makeup, whether that's because I feel the need so it'll make me feel better, or I'm going somewhere where I need to be more polished, like work or like to a meeting or something. And I feel like for me personally, that polishes, like, that makes me feel more confident. So that's something I feel like as a need. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. A lot of times I do my whole skincare, primer, whatever. Like, this is literally my bare bones, what I can do. So my first is my concealer, Clinique Line Smoothing and Light. And I just, like, I'm not going to do, this is literally just what I do. So put it on and then just blend it out with my finger. I'm not messing with very many brushes today. I don't feel like prepping my beauty blender. And as you see, like, I'm pulling it out down towards my cheeks to even out, because I'm not going to use foundation, because when I use foundation, that's the first thing I do. More. So more in the inner corner, less as I go out. And I just bring down. And sometimes when I get too much, I'm gonna go and put it on my nose anyway, so I may as well just use that. Put it on my lid. Okay. Chin. I really just try to go with my under eye, and then anywhere I have like blemishes or redness, discoloration, anything like that, and just throw on quick. Now I have bangs, so I'm not even really gonna mess with my forehead much. I'm just kind of doing this little deal here where you can see. Also, I would normally never do a video with my hair up and my bangs up especially, but this is real deal what I do. So I use my powder, and when I'm feeling like this, I don't feel like going and finding my brand new powder, so this is my Panned Matte Ivory Super Powder Double Face from Clinique. I am going to use a big brush for that and just pack it on. This is really good for days like this, because this isn't necessarily a foundation powder, but it's as close as you can get to a foundation powder without actually getting a foundation powder. So I really just get a pack on where the concealer is, and then just blend it down. So it gives me just kind of an even. Okay, so this is a bronzer brush. This is what I normally use my bronzer. I'm not even gonna add any extra. I'm just gonna use what's on, just kind of what's left over. Because once again, I don't feel like messing with it. And yeah, I do know that it takes like 2 seconds, but I don't know about you, but like when I feel like this, I don't want to do anything extra. So this is my blush brush. Still has blush on it. Yes, I should wash my brushes more often. Yes, I do wash my brushes, but it's not my first priority. So I haven't done it. There's still that left over. So plenty of blush on there. I'm gonna just take that, blend that out. I may be feeling a little depressed, but I'm not wanting to feel like a clown. Okay, eyes. Sometimes I don't do anything on eyeshadow, but I do like to do a liquid liner, and I feel like it lays better when I have some eyeshadow on. I'm not even gonna use a brush. This is just like a pale gold. It's Clinique Sunset Glow. I'm just gonna put it right on my lid. And you can pick your own, like this is like my go-to shade if I just want like an all-over lid color, because then I can just blend it out with my finger. I don't have to mess with brushes. I don't have to mess with like really blending it much. Okay, I'm gonna pull in here for liquid liner. Okay, and this is the Maybelline Master Precise. It's a pen, which I really like. Okay, so that's super thin. I'm fine with that. Mascara, I'm not gonna mess with under eye stuff right now. This is Too Faced Better Than Sex. Okay. All right, and then brows. When my hair is blonde, I don't really mess with my brows. I still have like some color left in them from yesterday. But when my hair is blonde, like it normally is, as you can see, like my growth is coming through. My brows are actually blonde themselves, so I don't, like if I'm doing this quick, like super quick look or whatever, I don't mess with them. But because I have black hair, I feel like my face does kind of look weird when my hair is down and I have all this black hair and like no eyebrows. So I do go ahead and just do a quick brow fix. It's just an angle brush. It's a matte black. It's Midnight from Clinique, but you can do whatever. Just get it on that brush and tap it out. And I'm just gonna go quick in the corners and down and just color, basically just changing the color of my brows is all I'm looking for here. Because as you see, like the shape is good. Like I'm happy with my shape and the fullness. Now, depending on your brow situation, like I'm very lucky because I don't have to mess with my brows much because they are full. And they do have like a good arch to them. Thanks, Melissa, who does my brows. I also don't do my brows very often. I go like once or twice a year because I'm not a very like hairy person. So that's lucky, and I know that. But if you can do it, get your brow person to just shape your brows really nicely for you. And then the rest is a lot easier to do. You always hear brows are sisters, not twins. My saying is sometimes they're cousins. That's fine too. Okay, and then for lips, like usually I'll just reach into my purse and grab whatever I have like in my car on the way to work, but say I didn't, I just kind of get the concealer off, pull my hair down. It's kind of greasy, thanks depression. And so honestly, right now, that sun makes it look a lot worse than what I really thought. So I'm just gonna kind of pull them back like that and pull my hair up. Kind of messy, and just like kind of poof it so it looks like I did that on purpose. So that's it. That is still 13 minutes. I think the makeup portion was probably like 5. The rest I was talking. But yeah, so if you're feeling lower, because like I'm not like in a deep dark depression, because if so, 1, I don't know that I can make myself do anything, but 2, if I had to do something, there are some things I would take out, and things I do take out. Like I would, whenever I'm really feeling like that, I'll do like concealer, powder, mascara. Like I don't mess with shadow, eyeliner, blush, bronzer, whatever. And I will throw some in my brows usually. So I just have concealer, powder, mascara, and brows. But this is like a really super quick, and I'll kind of like, yeah. So if you ever feel like this and you wanted some inspiration to know that like you don't have to sit down and like, you know, like beat your face. You don't have to sit down and like super construct your face and contour and highlight and do all of like the really amazing and like fun and awesome stuff. But like sometimes that's just too overwhelming. I mean, that's too overwhelming for me even on a good day if I'm trying to like get out the door. So if you're feeling overwhelmed with like all of the things that you should have to do in order to get your makeup done and the things that you're not doing because of that, I mean, I get that. So you don't have to do all 500 steps of every beauty guru's makeup routine in order to kind of like feel like you pull yourself together and feel good about yourself walking out the door. You can do like 6 steps, and I feel like it still looks good, and it still, most normal people are not going to notice the difference. Like They just aren't. Like, most people who aren't makeup people are not going to be like, where's your highlight? Where's your contour? Like, they're just going to be like, hey, what's up? They're probably not even going to, like, notice your makeup at all, to be honest. But I know, like, for me personally, it's an internal thing. Like, it makes me feel good to do it. So if it makes you feel good to do it, but you just don't feel like you have the strength, here is some of it for you. So here's an idea on how to kind of beat that. Yeah, if you watch this whole thing, that's freaking awesome, and I appreciate you. And if you want to see anything else, or if you have any questions or whatever, just holler at me. Thanks.